right below the Earth's crust.
That's why
And what about it?
That's hot.
They sit, but what makes them move?
When Earth,
Give me like 2 seconds.
earthquake.
Shh. Okay, listen.
The volcano, because of all that pressure, it
Okay.
puts all that pressure in, and then like it moves to every okay, the core or whatever it's called, the lava, it has a lot of pressure and a lot of heat, so it bursts into every single continent, and that's why it causes all that whatever thingy. Tectonic
And the
plates.
core.
So you guys have studied this before in class.
Yes, and like
Fourth,
Fifth,
sixth,
fourth.
Fourth, fifth, and sixth grade. So for 3 years you've been studying this.
Well, actually seventh a little bit,
Yeah, seventh we like writ,
Yeah.
over it.
I would.
Like you guys
But you
did.
were made
but like expanded it a little bit more. And
Okay.
Like every year we learn just a little more.
Okay. Okay. Now, how often do you think you get asked, how do you know, like that question?
How do you know?
Yeah.
About half my life.
I'll,
Internet.
I mean,
So
are you used to answering that kind of a question, how do you know?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
like,
school, yeah.
kind of
Oh,
not.
my entire life, yes.
It's school, you know, people ask you.
The reason that I'm asking you this and that I'm asking you to do a little bit more journaling is because I want you to be thinking about how do you know that this is true. Like, at one point they thought the earth was flat, right?
Yeah.
So how did they figure out it wasn't?
Because they sailed the ocean blue in 1492 and he ended up in Asia.
Okay, so he sailed and he ended up in Asia.
He ended up in America. He
Yeah.
ended up in America. He was on his way.
And how, what
Excuse me.
What about that provided the evidence that the earth was round?
That more land was discovered.
Because people thought that if you went anywhere past, you would fall off the edge, but Christopher Columbus proved that you could go all the way around the world
Didn't the Vikings use it?
Like that black
and not fall off the edge of the earth.
So how did that prove that, I mean, maybe he just went around something.
Schickedanz, you're killing me.
Okay, so this is the thing. We're not really comfortable sometimes having to explain how we know. Sometimes we just learn stuff. And if I tell you your multiplication tables and I say that 6 times 5 is
30.
30.
30. It's 30.
30,
It's 30.
you sure?
Okay.
If I tell you that, then you just memorize it and then that's something that you know. But do you know why it's that way?
Because 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 is
Okay,
30.
Or 6
Okay.
times 3 is 15. and
So,
15 is 30.
Do you think it's better to just memorize it or do you think it's better to know why?
Probably better to know why, but I mean, I think that,
At some point, it becomes a lot of work to try to figure out why.
yeah, at some point we all just go back and.
Okay. So I'm going to be looking at a little bit more of this. We're going to be taking quite a bit of time. I know that you guys have studied this type of thing before. You did it, you said, in 3rd grade, and 4th grade, and 5th grade, and some in 7th grade. So you're familiar with some of these terms. You use the term tectonic plates. You've talked about volcanoes and earthquakes. And you've even talked about global warming and the earth forming. So these are ideas that you've thought about before, but maybe we haven't thought about them in this way, in asking how do we know. So I'm going to show you a short video clip, and I want you to watch it, and then I'm going to have a question for you to journal afterwards, okay?
Question of the day.
I heard the Vikings
Beneath
used
the
to
lake lies a stationary hotspot. It produces a column of magma, creating volcanoes that gradually rise above the sea to form islands. As the plate slowly drifts northwest, each island in turn is pulled away from the hotspot, and the volcanoes are extinguished.
So here's the question, and you don't have to write the question as long as you include the question in your answer. My question is, are the islands formed that quickly?
No, it takes a lot of time.
And if not,
I'm sorry.
that's okay. And if not, how quickly do you think they're formed? Okay, so if you're including the sentence as you're writing, what's a way you could say that?
The island
What do
is.
you mean, like, when it goes
I think
trees
that
and
they
stuff,
are
or just like?
formed as quickly
When it
as-
forms the entire
Right.
base.
If you think they're formed that quickly, you could say, I think the islands in the video were formed as quickly as they showed because, or if you don't, you would say, I don't think the islands in the video formed that quickly. I think they form at whatever rate you think they form and why. Yes.
They would have to.
Don't write it. Okay, Cheryl, what you came up with.
No, it takes days for it to be pushed out the ground. It would take like months, weeks, or years actually. It's because they have to be pushed out the ground and also take years.
But then you look at the pressure, which not that pressure of like that.
It wouldn't take a century.
It takes like 100 years.
I see 24 hours for the world.
Like it's better
Yeah, I mean, or just for a volcano, probably take
15 to 25.
Huh?
15.
15 years or something, okay.
15 years.
Jackson, what about y'all's table? Did you have anything different, or is that
About 1,000 years.
about 1,000 years? So what is causing this plate to move? You see that the hot stuff is coming up, what's causing it to move?
Heat dispersing off to the.
Yes.
off the-
Hold my headphones.
Hold my headphone. Jacob, I'll do it.
Oh,
Hold my headphone.
oh,
Go Jacob.
excited.
Jacob is
All
excited.
science, guys.
Oh, burn. Okay.
No, that lava burns.
Hey, this is Jacob's rendition here.
Here's Jacob to teach us how the world works.
Okay. This is obviously the lava.
Right,
These are the volcanoes. Very descriptive.
right?
And if all that pressure is going, if they're connected and they want to go to the volcano, obviously they're going to try to make others, so all that pressure is going to go like boom, boom, ba-boom. And then let's say, not 3 point billion, but a couple years pass by. The volcanoes form, but they want to make more. So if they want to make more, obviously the volcano wants to erupt again. So all the pressure's going to come back. Boom, 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 boom. Right? It's going to make.
So the movement of the lava to go up to the hole is pushing it. Pressure is making it happen.
I know, guys.
Heat dispersing.
This is not spelling.
Okay, so
Not laying
inner,
charts.
in, outer, mantle, crust, mantle.
Shut up.
It doesn't matter.
It takes a
got it.
while because it's gonna take a long time because it's really slow because it's going through every crust or
Right.
whatever. it's
But
called.
when it gets to man.
And then like it speeds a little faster, but it goes really slow because then when it hits the crust, it's gonna take a long
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All the information that you need to answer the question, how fast do the plates move, is on that piece of paper. So in your journal, you're going to copy the diagram. You're going to show your work. And here's my big hint. Number 3, the answers must be in centimeters per year. So, it is a challenging math problem. See what you can do. Oh, God.
Thank you for the amazing.
Science is also math.
I'm going to stop Copying the diagram to your journal and trying to answer it the best you can. Because you're awesome that way. Yes.